A World Economic Forum report hiding in plain sight confirms that upwards of 6 billion people will die in 2025. And according to reports from Davos, Klaus Schwab has confirmed the stated goal is on target to be achieved. The global elite have been warning us about their plans to radically depopulate the Earth by any means necessary. And now, the results are playing out before our eyes. If we have any hope of stopping them from achieving their goal of murdering the vast majority of humanity and turning Earth into a prison planet to enslave the rest, this information in the report must be shared far and wide. Before we dive in, join the People's Voice Locals community if you haven't already, and sign up to become a member of the world's first ever cyber nation that truly believes in life, liberty, and the pursuit of your dreams. Visit joson.com and click the Join Us button today. It's completely free. WF co-founder Klaus Schwab was caught boasting in a loose-lipped moment with reporters that Agenda 2030 is a red herring or ruse to throw normies off the scent. In reality, the situation is more urgent than that. 2025 is the year the elite are earmarking for massive worldwide depopulation, and according to Schwab, the goal of reducing the population by more than 6 billion people is on track to be achieved. A BBC journalist reported that she was summoned to Davos earlier this month for the regular meeting where Klaus Schwab briefs the mainstream media on which narratives to promote in order to advance the globalist agenda. The journalist noted that it was her first time attending the monthly media meeting in Davos, though some of her colleagues have been participating for years. She describes Klaus as being strangely emotional, almost as if he were intoxicated, laughing frequently and reminiscing in a sociopathic manner about the depopulation agenda, which he admitted has been intricately planned for decades.
It was my first time visiting Klaus's lair, though most of my colleagues had been there before. They warned me it would be unsettling, but nothing could have prepared me for what I experienced. They weren't surprised by what happened, but I was horrified. The place was surreal, like something out of a nightmare. Scrupulously clean, yet sinister, and perched high in the Swiss mountains. When I met him, I expected cold calculation, and yeah, that was there. But what I didn't expect was the strange, almost emotional state he was in. He was laughing, almost drunkenly, as he recounted his plans. It was as if he was reminiscing fondly about some long-held dream. He started talking about the depopulation agenda, and that's when it really hit me. He wasn't just outlining some distant theory. He was recalling it like a twisted memory, something carefully planned for decades. He said, "The chickens are finally coming home to roost." There was something about this phrase that made me feel sick to my stomach, and it wasn't just because of his accent. His voice would waver between chilling calm and sudden bursts of laughter, as if he found the whole thing amusing in the most grotesque way. He spoke about the plan to eradicate 6 billion people by next year, but it wasn't this idea alone that shook me. It was how he delivered it. There was a bizarre mix of pride and nostalgia in his tone. He spoke slowly and clearly, as if he were recounting a great achievement. He even seemed to get choked up at one point, as if this horror he was planning was something deeply personal to him. My colleagues, they'd warned me, but they seemed almost resigned to it. They weren't shocked, not like I was. To them, it was just another story, another day. But to me, it was a nightmare come to life. The way he spoke, the way he laughed about it. It was like he was planning a practical joke, not plotting mass murder. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. He was utterly convinced this was the right course, that this was the future. And in that moment, I realized just how real the danger was. This wasn't just a madman's rant. It was a meticulously planned operation, decades in the making. I've never felt so helpless, knowing that I was face to face with someone who had the power and the intent to carry out the most horrifying agenda imaginable. And the worst part? He seemed to enjoy every minute of it.
Schwab has every reason to feel confident in the fulfillment of his evil plans. He has recruited the majority of the cabinets in the governments of Western nations, subverting our democracies. The WF's generation of young global leaders have destroyed from the inside the once great nations of the UK, France, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The mainstream media, the education system, and science have been compromised by the globalist elite.
Shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Yahweh be the true name for the Father, Yahushai be the name for his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, Natasha's truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful that question is truth and all honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yawasop, coming at you to let us to the spirit power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, getting an update in times and events. Came across that video and a few clips of articles that's titled WEF document confirms 6 billion humans will die in 2025. Okay, here's another article here. Official NASA documents confirm plans for mass extinction event in 2025. All right, I got a precept that's going to go into this information here. All right, this is the book of Proverbs 16 verse 4. It says, Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, so he has made the wicked for the day of evil. He has created these Edomites, Esau, Edom, to bring forth his wrath, his indignation, his judgment upon the earth, to destroy wicked people and sinners. So he's created some of the most sinister Edomites that are willing to kill billions and billions and billions and find peace at that and laugh at that. This guy, Carl Schwab, whatever his name is, man, unveiling their plans, what the elites want to do. And they get off on that type of stuff. Okay? But they created the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, verse 5 says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to Yahweh. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Okay, so all these proud devils, they're going to be judged. They're not going to get away with the things that they've done. All these people that have been proud in heart, proud to be American, proud this, pride. Got these parades going on with the rainbow flag. Pride, proud in heart. These women, proud in heart. Can't tell them nothing. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. So you can join hand in hand all you want. You can do it all you want, man. You can be patriotic all you want. You think you can rise together and try to vote and try to stop all this all you want. Your people ain't going to be unpunished. The Lord's wrath is upon you. Okay? This is Matthew 24 and 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. That time period is called Jacob's trouble. A great tribulation is upon the world, man, upon this earth. And this is going to be the worst tribulation of all times. If you think of all the ancient wars and hundreds of thousands and millions of people that have passed away, the time that we're getting ready to come into, and this article is talking about, it's a rumor they're talking about making moves, busting moves in 2025. But that could very well start this year. Everybody's projecting a civil war to happen during this election, man. And that may or may not happen, but, all signs are important that it's probably something's going to happen. Okay? And the dude, DJ Trump, he get in office, he said he will implement a exit visa tracking system. And he said he wanted to do it via a microchip. So that mark of the beast is knocking at the door. Tribulation is basically here, man. If you're in a mindset of trying to look and have a promising future here, the Lord is not dealing with you. Because your mind and your heart is being blinded to the reality of what's happening around you. This is the end. This is the end. The Lord's going to send these missiles that's going to hit and create that lake of fire. And the wicked are going to be burned up. This place cannot be continued to be allowed to go on for years upon end. There won't be no life left. This guy's talking about they make plans of 6 billion people. You have any idea how many people that is? There's not even 1 billion people in the United States. Now, China's got billions, but there's not even 1 billion people in the U.S. So you think about that. How much death is about to occur on this earth, man. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So suddenly, these people are going to be caught off guard with all these mass plans for death. And the way they got it set up is World War III, pestilences they're going to potentially release, okay, civil wars, riots, and chaos. These are all multiple plans of what these elites are doing to get this population down. Okay? So this is it, folks. This is Jeremiah 25:33. And the slain of Yahweh shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. Bodies, billions of bodies are just going to be out. There's not going to be no one to bury these people. There's not going to be any type of life insurance money to kick in and have a proper burial at a cemetery. Societies are going to collapse. There will be no money. People will pass away and rot there right at where they fall. That's why in the kingdom there's going to be slavery. There's going to be continual employment. We're going to have these heathens clean up all these bodies. And it's going to be a lot. This Third World War is going to bring apart those billions numbers that they're planning on executing. And they're saying by 2025, hey, it's a rumor, but this is not the first time I've heard it. So now I'm hearing it from multiple sources of what's going to potentially happen this coming year. If you're not right in the eyes of Yahweh Shem El Shai, you're still trying to plan a far out future in this place, you're setting yourself up for a trap, man. You're not going to make it. Y'all better repent, man. If you're a so-called black, Latino, Native American, you're a Hebrew Israelite. Okay? And for you Israelite foreigners, those I didn't mention on that list just now, hey, if your spirit resonates with this truth, you don't have any hatred to so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American people, and that's all you really hang around for real. You got mad talent, you got salt, gifts, you're smart, more than likely you're an Israelite too. Regardless of what you look like, or your skin color. If this truth is resonating with you, you better, get right with the Heavenly Father. Call upon the name of Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh Shai. Make your way to the camps at the highways and hedges and learn. Inquire about the Lord. You women, find you one of those brothers out here just teaching in GMS. Teaching the correct doctrine. One of the brothers teaching the same doctrine. And you better be with that man. You better submit and serve him, man. Hey, that's all we get in our salvation. Us brothers, us men, gird your loins up like a man. Do the work. Serve Yahweh Shai. Women, serve a man of the Lord. You don't do it, then y'all done. You're going to need divine intervention and protection from the amount of death that's on the way. Okay? So with that, it's a quick hit warning lesson to get that message out there. Lord's will is edifying. I'm going to close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, Tasha's truth and will well. The salutation to you, hopefully, like pushing this truth and honesty, sincerity. Shalom.